As you hear these words, you may begin to remember, or perhaps forget, what it's like to try to believe something, because right now, something else is already happening. Something far deeper than thought. A kind of remembering, of something you always knew, but maybe hadn't quite noticed. You're beginning to learn or relearn how it feels to combine all these ideas, beliefs and concepts and install them unconsciously as your new belief system and operating system. And as that happens, you might notice that just as a seed doesn't need to know how it will become a tree, you don't need to consciously understand how everything is integrating now, only that it is. So let me tell you a story. There was once a person who used to wait for confidence, wait for permission, wait to feel like they were enough, until one day they noticed. They'd been breathing without trying. And if the body can breathe without asking, perhaps the mind can believe without resisting. They began to wonder, what if I'm already worthy? What if I've always been enough, not because I earned it, but because I exist? And as they wondered, they stopped waiting and started choosing. You can choose too, because deep inside a system is forming, a system where resilience is a reflex, where calm is automatic, where confidence is no longer something you perform, but simply who you are. Just like a tree doesn't need to prove its roots. You don't need to prove your worth. You can allow it to settle in now. Now I want you to imagine a mirror, not just any mirror, but a magical one. It reflects not how you look, but how you believe. And as you gaze into this mirror, you see yourself calm, clear, centered, responding with intention, smiling with certainty, speaking with warmth, choosing every word from a place of presence. Can you feel that now? That quiet power in your chest, that subtle click, as the new system just locks into place. Now let's look deeper, because when you start to live from these new beliefs, you'll find others begin to respond differently too. Not because they've changed, but because you shifted the signal. A new signal that says, I accept myself, and others feel safe around me. I own my space, and others respect it. I lead with calm, and others follow. I no longer fear judgment, because I see the projector behind the critic. You might notice something else, that failure no longer feels like an ending. Instead it whispers, here's something to learn. And pain becomes information, and emotions become messages, and patterns become choices. Like a conductor guiding a symphony, you begin to orchestrate your state, your thoughts, your responses, not perfectly, not rigidly, but playfully, fluidly, with presence and with grace. Because when you focus on the process, the content takes care of itself. And that's the real secret, that change doesn't have to be forced, it can be allowed. It's like you're building a temple from the inside out. Each belief a stone, each skill a tool, each insight a doorway. You're now integrating a deep sense of intrinsic worth, a joyful detachment from outcomes, a magnetic energy that invites loyalty, curiosity and calm, an awareness that everything is feedback, and every feeling just a messenger, an understanding that resilience is practice. Your presence is power. This temple has no ceiling, because growth is infinite, and every breath you take from now on reinforces that expansion. You don't even have to remember this consciously, because your unconscious remembers everything important, like how to walk, or how to feel love, or how to heal. You already know how to change. Now you're just doing it with style. So as you listen to this again, if you choose to, you may find the words feel different because you're different. And the more you listen, the more it sticks. The more you relax, the more it installs. And the more you act, the more you own it. Just now imagine who you are becoming and realize you're not imagining, you're remembering. Because all along, you were the code, you were the key, you were the system, and it's already running.